Hey guys, welcome to another alignment break. My name is Nova Whiteman. I am the author of Awake and Aligned and the creator of the Spiritual Alignment Method. And you are here, you have graciously chosen to be a part of my community because you are looking for ways to raise your vibration and increase your sense of alignment with who you really are in everyday functional human life, right? Because you are likely aware that you are a spiritual being having a very human experience, and that's the part that tends to trip us up, right? So, these alignment breaks are designed to be quick, short, and sweet, easily digestible bites of alignment, if you will, to help you in the practical application of all of this stuff. So, today's focus is kind of timely because we're still in these full moon and Scorpio energies from last night at the time that I'm recording this. And full moons always bring about that sense of like inner and sometimes outer chaos, unless they don't. Sometimes I've experienced full moons where it's like, huh, it's a full moon, and those are wonderful, wonderful periods of time. But more often than not, us sensitive, empathic, energetically sensitive people tend to tune into that energy perhaps a bit more than others. And what does that look like and feel like? It looks like, you know, overwhelm, stress, an abundance of the feels, the emotions, right? And the reason for that is full moons are a time of release. It's part of this very natural cycle, this ebb and flow that helps us release the old and make way for the new. And we feel emotional because emotions are energy in motion. And if you're feeling it, it's because it's ripe and ready for release. It's ready to come up and out of you. And that's true for anytime. It doesn't have to be a full moon or some sort of astrological event to catalyze this. But being that that's where we are this week, I think it makes sense to point that out. Excuse me. So, a lot of people that I'm talking to and that I'm feeling within my own world are feeling a lot. There's some themes of, your shadow side. That's totally a Scorpio thing. Insecurity, fear, doubt, disappointment, impatience, watching things unfold, and you're kind of like taken aback by it, wondering, what the heck is this? What do I do with this? And it feels extra hard to come from that place of alignment and be grounded or make sense of any of this, manage your thoughts and your emotions and your energy. So I have kind of boiled it down to one sort of antidote, if you will, to all of that. When life gets crazy, when it gets loud, when your emotions are all over the place, and you're really struggling to find that sense of inner harmony and consciousness and intentionality. And it's really simple, and it's actually more accessible than you think it might be, and that is accessing states of curiosity, wonder, and presence. So, curiosity, wonder, and presence are oftentimes, if not always, the antidote for misalignment, for impatience, for getting stuck in judgment and self-judgment and self-condemnation and the illusion, right? Because when we're feeling those feels, we're down here and our brain is making up all sorts of stories, all sorts of things, and we're sure that perspective is the right perspective. Always remember it's not. We can only see so much from down here. When our vibration raises to up here, then we can view things more accurately and we have that more aligned vantage point or perspective. But while we're down here, it can get to be a lot. So while it's not always possible to jump from down here all the way up to, joy, gratitude, peace, love, optimism, all that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's actually detrimental to try to force yourself to do that, because then it turns into toxic positivity or, at the very least, it acts as a band-aid, and you find yourself still, dropping back down here shortly after. So rather than putting that pressure on yourself to try to like, okay, I just need to get to that, positive, optimistic outlook, high vibrating alignment place, what I know is most likely much more accessible for you is to just go from here, like, so let's say impatience or disappointment, to, I wonder how this is a good thing. I'm very curious, knowing and believing that life is always working for me and that there's far more going on behind the scenes on my behalf than I'll ever fully understand, because the how is not up to me. That's up to the universe, God, my higher self, source, whatever your language is around that, that, I wonder how this is all going to play out. And I wonder what is transforming within me right now in the depths of these awful, uncomfortable emotions that I'm allowing myself to process and allow that energy to move through me. I wonder what's happening, what cooperative components are converging, what opportunities, people, experiences are being orchestrated right now while I'm just sitting here in the fields doing my part. And I wonder what's going to unfold when it comes next. So you can point it in that direction, or you can point it in the direction of just like, I wonder what's good right here, right now. I wonder what I can focus on and bring my awareness to that will help me through this. And that is actually, I don't have to wait for developments to arise. It's right here and I have access to it. And that's where presence comes in. It's just, allowing yourself to just kind of table the other stuff that your mind is kind of going on this downward spiral about, and you can't really access any certainty there anyway. So just table it. You can come back to it if you want, and just bring your awareness to, oh gosh, I feel good in this room. The paint on this wall, very calming. Nice. That was my intention. And oh, I see buds on the trees out the window. God, I love spring. That is so beautiful that they're starting to open up. Or, gosh, my daughter said the funniest thing this morning, and I'm thinking about it right now and just laughing and feeling really good. Whatever you can access, no matter how simple or how small, to get you here, even if it's not thinking about anything, but just closing your eyes and focusing on your breath, feeling your heartbeat, noticing the temperature of the room, any scents, or with your eyes open, what do you see that's nice, and bringing your awareness to it, naming it. That can diffuse that energy that's trying to suck you down further and convince you that the illusion is true. It disrupts the momentum that you're building that is only going to create a vibration that you don't want to bring you more of those feelings. It just kind of resettles you. And again, it may not bring you all the way up here, but it brings you high enough to where then you can either kind of hang out here for a little bit till this wave of energy passes, or you can begin to climb higher. By now up here, I can access gratitude. Up here, I can access appreciation. Up here, I might have the motivation to go work out and be outside in nature. Couldn't do that from down here. So again, to conclude, to wrap this up, the antidote for all of those feelings of overwhelm and those really heightened, potent emotions, especially along the lines of overwhelm, impatience, judgment, fear, doubt, anxiety, where you really feel like you're swirling, just disrupt that flow by shifting consciously into curiosity, wonder, and presence. However you can, whatever way that looks like and is most easily accessible for you. And then, notice the difference, because then you're going to make it conscious. Then you're going to see, oh, I see A plus B equals C. When I disrupt that flow with curiosity and wonder and presence, this is what happens, which makes you more likely to use it and be more consistent with it in your human experience, which in turn creates more flow, more alignment, more of the receptive mode, so the good stuff can find you. Okay, that's what I got for you today. Try it out. Let me know your experience. Hit the reply button or comment wherever this video is posted, and share with me. When you share, you are reinforcing it in your conscious mind, you're being witnessed, and you're helping others connect the dots too. So we can all kind of help each other out here. If you find that you need a little bit more help getting into alignment and managing all this energy stuff, a really great and easy way to do that is to sign up for my free mini e-course. It's a 3-day journey to raise your vibration, and it also includes dealing with the very human components. It's not just all positive thinking. We're kind of changing that narrative now, aren't we? There's also my book, Awaken Aligned. You can find it on Amazon. Join the Spiritual Alignment Community on Facebook. It's a free group. You can just request to join, and there's daily insights there. And if you're really wanting some extra help, then consider joining my membership. Go to my website, novawhiteman.com, and click on the membership tab. And that's where we're really diving deep into this stuff, getting nice and consistent with it, some structure, some accountability, some consistent guidance so that you can really tap into that flow. That is your birthright. Life doesn't have to be so hard and you don't have to do it alone, right? So go ahead and check out those options. And then the only other thing is I just want to give you a heads up that next week I'm going to be interviewing. I'm going to add some components here to this work to make it a little bit more full and rich of an experience for everybody, myself included. I'm interviewing an expert in Feng Shui. And I've always been very, very curious about that on an energetic level because I notice how my physical environment really impacts my energy and my ability to stay in alignment. And this is going to take us a little bit deeper to learn how we can move things around. I'll let her do all the actual right terminology and deeper exploration, but to create more flow in our environment. And let's just fill our lives with more of that stuff that supports our alignment and flow. So be on the lookout for that. There'll be information about that. It's a free interview and you can tune in if that speaks to you. All right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and you found this to be helpful, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care, guys.